I'm Anil Kumar. Welcome to my series on global learning. Let me thank our new subscriber for sharing some brilliant resources with us. Now he's preparing for international schools assessment, and from there we have some sample questions to discuss. In part 1, we have seen first 8 questions of this sample test paper. Now here in part 2, we have a very interesting question which is based on the fence whose diagram is shown here. Let us see how to solve such a question. Fence. This section of fence is 3 meters long. So the total length is 3 meters for the section shown to us. It contains 6 circles. So there are these 6 circles. 5 short rods, these are the 5 short rods, 6 medium rods. So medium rods are these ones, which are 6 in number, and 12 long rods as shown in this picture. So these are the long rods, right, which reach up to that point. The company making the fence has 112 circles, 95 short rods, 106 medium rods, and 203 long rods in stock. Based on this, the question here is, how many separate 3-meter sections of fencing is it possible to make with this store of material? Show your work. Okay. So we have some material. I'll actually show all the work right here so that we will see with respect to the diagram what is happening. So as far as the items which we need here are circles, let me write C for circles. We need short rods, let me write SR for short rods, medium rods, and long rods. Circles we need 6, short rods we need 5, medium rods we need again 6, and long rods we need 12 for making one section, correct? Now, what do we have? It says that the company making the fence has 112 circles. So we have 112 circles, 95 of these short rods, 106 medium rods, and 203 long rods. 203 long rods. So as you can see from the ratio, long rods are twice as much as circles and the medium rods, and short rods you need lesser amount. We have 95 here. Okay. Now if that is the ratio, in that case, what is your limiting factor? You will see that what you can do here is that you can divide each by the number required for 3 meters to get how many meters of each is required. Perfect. So when you do so, what do you get? The limiting factor will be, if it is circles, which is, the ratio is 1:2, 112, this should be 224, right? This is 112. And that number should be twice the circle, but that is much lesser. Therefore, the limiting factor is the long rods. Correct? So, what we need to figure out is how many 3-meter sections of the fencing is required to make with the material we have. So, we can multiply 203 by 1/12 or divide it by 12, because in each 3-meter we need 12 long rods. Correct? So that gives us the maximum number of fences of 3-meter length which can be completely assembled. Does make sense to you, right? So that is how we are going to find this answer, right? So you could do long division or you could use a calculator to do it. So we will do long division. We have 203 divided by 12. So 12 times 1 is 12. What you get here is 83, and 12 times 7 is 84, right? So we get 6 only, right? Maybe 6 point something. So whole numbers is 16 and point something. So complete will be 16 only, right? So the answer for this is how many separate 3 meters? So we can get 16 3-meter sections. Correct? So that is how we are going to answer this particular question. Clear? Now let's take the next question, which is also related to the same fence. Now the question here is, the following information is needed for the next two questions. When two 3-meter sections are joined together to make a longer fence, one extra short rod is required in the space between them. The extra space for the short rod is 20 centimeters. So we are given that this is 20 centimeters. This extra space. So what is 20 centimeters? In meters, 20 centimeters is basically 0.2 meters, right? So either you write 20 centimeters or you write 0.2 meters. Since we are talking about meters, this is 3 meters each, right? So this is, we'll say 0.2, right? And then again 3 meters. So two sections of 3 meters can be attached with one extra short rod. And the total length will be now 3 plus 3 plus 0.2 meters, correct? Now based on this, we have question number 10. It says, how many short rods altogether would 4 3-meter sections of fencing joined together in this way requires, right? So what we are doing now is we are adding 4 3-meter sections, right? So we have, let's say, this is a smaller version. 1, 2, 3, and 4, correct? Now, as we know from the earlier information, the short rods required are how many? 5, right? So we need 5 per 3 meters, correct? So how many short rods are required now? So we have 5 for each, correct? And then 1 here. So basically we need 5 times 4, which is 20. And then we need this 1, which is 3. So we need 23, correct? So the answer is 23 for us. Is that clear to you? Correct? So that is how we are going to answer it. Now let's look into question number 11, which is, sometimes sections of fence less than 3 meters are used. How long to the nearest centimeter would a section of fence containing 33 circles be? Okay, so 33 circles. You remember how many circles in 1 3 meters? Well, let's get back to our original question. So the number of circles is 6. 6 in 3 meters, right? So let's work on this now. So I'll just push this a bit forward. We have a very limited area to work. So we have, so let me do it here. So now we're trying to solve question number 11 in this space, okay? Now we have 33 circles. We need 6 circles in 3 meters, correct? Now we have 33. So 33 circles will mean how many sections of 3 meters? So we can divide 33 by 6, right? I mean, sorry, no decimal here. So 33 divided by 6 will be 6 times 5 is 30 and then 0.5, right? So that's what we get. 5.5 section. Now it says very clearly, sometimes sections of X less than 3 meters can be made, right? So, and we'll use this concept to add in between, correct? So we have 5.5. So let me make 5.5 sections of 3 meters. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 4, 5, 5 full and a half. Okay. So that means 3 meters. Let's add this now. So we have 3 meters, 3 meters, 3 meters, 3 meters, 3 meters, and that is half, 1.5, correct? And these points are 0.2 each. So what could be the total length? Add them all and get the result. Clear? So that is how we are going to find it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 times 5 plus 1.5 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0.2 times 5, correct? So we have 3 times 5 is 15 plus 1.5 plus 0.5, 0.2 times 5 is 1. So when you add them up, what do you get? 15, 16, 17.5 meters, correct? So that becomes your solution. So we get 17.5 meters, we get 17.5 meters of fencing, which you can also write in centimeters if you wish, but that is our answer, right? So with that, we complete this sample test paper of International Schools Assessment. So these questions are fairly good for grade 7, 8, 9 students, and I hope they help you to provide you with a glimpse of type of questions you can expect. Now I'll be building material on this and sharing that with you soon in this particular playlist, and I hope that is going to help you a lot. Feel free to write your comment, share your views, and if you have any questions, you can always email me on my address given here on this page. I hope that helps. Thanks once again.